And we're back, yo people of YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I'm Ishe Jindu, or Zinyati, soon to be the top real estate agent in Zimbabwe. And today is a bit of a special day. It's finally part 3, the conclusion to my mandate series, where I was uncovering the 2 options to the first contract you'd have to deal with in the world of real estate transactions: open mandates and sole mandates. Video 1 was an introduction to all things mandates, and you can find it over here. Video 2 was a deep dive look into open mandates, how they work, how to get the most out of them, and how to not suck at them. And on today's finale, we're going to be giving the same preferential treatment to sole mandates. So subscribe for real, like this video, share this video, and let's get into it. To kick our finale off right, one last time for nostalgia. What is a mandate? A mandate is an official order or commission from a property owner to a real estate agent to take over the task of selling or renting out their property on the open market. Counter to their open mandate cousins, sole mandates are particularly special in that there's only 2 people involved in the contract: the property owner and one real estate agent or agency. It's a completely enclosed contractual relationship. The property owner is legally unable to contract any other real estate agent to take care of their property on the market as long as the sole mandate contract is in effect. And exactly as you're thinking right now, this seems like a rather scary situation for property owners, and it is. And it's absolutely the reason why sole mandates should only be done when you know exactly what you're getting into and who exactly you're getting into it with. Those 2 things make up the 2 pillars that will either collapse in the worst real estate transaction experience you can have, or that can stand strong in one of the best real estate transaction experiences you and your agent can have. In the first video of this series, I made sure that you are aware that each mandate lies on a spectrum of worst case scenario and best case scenario. And in the case of a sole mandate, both the worst and the best case scenarios were akin to you being a patron for an artist. But on the worst case scenario side, you were a patron for an artist who never painted. But inversely, on the best case scenario, you were a patron for an artist working on their masterpiece. And fortunately or unfortunately, as was with the open mandate spectrum, you're unlikely ever going to end up on the polar opposites of each extreme. You're most likely gonna find your way in the middle. But wait for it, if you do it right, you can lean more to the preferential side. But it's also true that if you don't pay attention to sole mandates, you're practically begging for an agent to not give you preferential treatment, thus leading you down the path of worst resistance. It's undeniable that the isolated nature of a sole mandate puts a huge amount of risk on the side of the property owner. You need to understand, if you don't do this correctly, there are no do-overs in a sole mandate. Hire a lazy agent, and a lazy agent you have up until the end of the contract. And also realize, in a sole mandate contract, you as a property owner has agreed to only have one agent. But on the agent side, it's pretty much still business as usual. An agent isn't required to only have your property as their main focus in a sole mandate. They can still have other open mandates, other sole mandates, and everything going on. I'm guessing it's starting to make sense why sole mandates are the least preferred cousin in the mandate tree. But just wait, as I said before, every mandate has a time and a place. And sole mandates really do have great potential in them if you know how to sole mandate right. And this is exactly why I'm here. I'm going to give you everything you need to know in order to make sure your sole mandate is executed to the best of a real estate agent's ability, as well as making sure you know how to hire and how to set up your sole mandate to maximize on results. And like all good things, the Zinyati sole mandate way consists of 3 steps. Step number 1, know the rules and set the rules before the first whistle blows. When it comes to a sole mandate, you really don't want to be that person who goes, I thought, I assumed, I guessed, I hoped, I predicted. You only want to be the type of property owner in a sole mandate contract who says we contractually agreed upon. Because of that whole you're tied to one agent for a prolonged duration of time, most property owners are scared of getting into sole mandates because they feel they'll lose control. I'm here to tell you just the opposite, because if you play your cards out right, a sole mandate is the best way to get the most control on what your agent does and how your property performs. And that's entirely based off the fact that the contract is just between you and one other agent. And as such, that gives you a bit of leverage in setting the terms for what exactly you want for giving out a sole mandate. Open houses, property window dressing, talking to your neighbors, everything you could ever want or need for your property on the market is up for grabs in a sole mandate, unlike in an open mandate. As I mentioned in the open mandate video, it's very hard to convince multiple real estate agents who are competing with each other to go all out on your property when they know you've hired a whole army of agents. But in a sole mandate, your agent has no excuse for not working to the best of their abilities, because they know it's just you, them, and the property. And the success of how the property sells benefits you and them equally. So where open mandates need you as a property owner to take initiative when it comes to reviewing the agents, swapping them out, bringing new ones in, a sole mandate needs you to take initiative on your one agent and making sure your contract encompasses everything you want done for your property. If agents don't comply with what's on the contract is void, bring in a new one. Number 2, communicate with your agent and ask for feedback. I can't stress this enough, but in a sole mandate contract, you and your agent are on the same team, tied to the same goal. Your agent absolutely wants you to do well and sell for the best price possible, even if that's not exactly the price you had in mind. Trust me, in a sole mandate, irregardless of what your agent says about the price and how much lower it might be from what you expected, they're absolutely doing this to maximize your pricing ability. More than any other mandate or contract out there, a sole mandate fully bases the success of your property sale to the agent's commission. Trust your agent when they give you advice, tips, and suggestions on how to make your property look, how to put it on the market, how to price it on the market, and how to conduct open houses. A good agent in a sole mandate is going to be reporting constant feedback to you on how you can make your property better for your gain and my gain. Unlike in an open mandate where it's more survival of the fittest and agents might try to knock down the price of your property to sell it faster, in a sole mandate, it's you and your agent on the same team for the same goal, maximum profit. So make sure you're getting advice, you're making use of advice, and you're constantly talking with your agent. And finally, the number 3 plan of execution for an open mandate is pretty much equal to the number 3 plan of execution for an open mandate. Just be ready to switch it up. As I've constantly mentioned in every video of this series, there's a time and a place for each mandate. I can't tell you exactly and definitely when the time for an open mandate is and when the time for a sole mandate is, but if you're not getting satisfactory results from one, make use of the other. You know that whole definition of insanity of doing the same thing but expecting different results? Heed that notion. If you're working in a sole mandate and your property doesn't sell, but you're getting good results and good information, continue with it. If you're working with an open mandate and you don't sell, but you like the results you're getting, keep with that. But if you're doing either or and you can't justify the results you're getting and the work being done, switch it out. Make the most out of the tools you have. You don't just have a hammer, so not every problem is a nail. Your property will be off the market in no time if you go with the right agent and the right mandate. Don't worry. So game, set, and match. That's it. Set the rules, ask for advice, and don't be afraid to switch it up. For both getting a new agent and trying different mandates. Do what works. This has been the finale on Saturday Real Talk Real Estate on mandates. Next week, we're starting something new. But for now, I've been your host, Ishe Jindu or Zinyati. Subscribe for real, like this video, share this video. Ishe Jindu at ivafrica.com if you want to put your property on the market. Now, get out of here, go watch another video. Peace.